In adding or subtracting polynomials, we will just follow these three simple steps. 1. Combine like terms. When we say like terms, it means they have the same literal coefficients. Step 2. Add or subtract the numerical coefficients. Then step 3. Copy the literal coefficients. Let's get started. Let us take this example number 1. 5x plus 2x. Since the variables or literal coefficient are the same, it means 5x and 2x are like terms. So we can now proceed to step 2. And that is by adding the numerical coefficient. 5 plus 2, that is 7. Then step 3, copy the literal coefficient, which is x. So our final answer is 7x. In given number 2, 7y cubed minus 2y cubed, since they are like terms, we can subtract the numerical coefficient. So 7 minus 2, that is 5. Then copy the literal coefficient y cubed, and our answer is 5y cubed. In given number 3, since again they are like terms because the literal coefficients are the same, so we can now subtract the numerical coefficient. So 5 minus 8 is negative 3. Then copy the literal coefficient a squared b, so our answer is negative 3 a squared b. But in our given number 4, notice that the literal coefficients are different. Therefore, 2x and 7y are not like terms. So we cannot add or subtract them. So we will just copy them as is, and this will be our answer, 2x plus 7y. In given number 5, quantity 5m plus 8n plus quantity 4m minus 7n, if we have a grouping symbols in our expression, it means there is a priority. But the problem is we cannot add the terms or subtract within the parentheses because they are of different terms. So we are going to regroup them. And we will start by removing the parentheses. Then, we can now combine like terms. So we can combine positive 5m to positive 4m. Then positive 8n to negative 7n. And we can now proceed to number 2. So we can add 5 plus 4, that is 9. Then copy the literal coefficient m. 8 minus 7 is 1. Then copy the literal coefficient n. Then our final answer is 9m plus n. So if the numerical coefficient is 1, we don't need to write it in our final answer since it is understood that there is a numerical coefficient of 1 right here. In our given number 6, quantity 5x squared plus 2x plus 4 minus quantity 4x minus 7. Again, since we cannot add or subtract within the parentheses, so we will take out the parentheses and we will regroup them. So we can write the minuend 5x squared plus 2x plus 4. Then, be careful in taking the parentheses of the subtrahend. Because if it is subtraction, it is negative, it means it is opposite. So we will also take the opposite of the subtrahend, which is 4x minus 7. So the opposite of positive 4x is negative 4x. The opposite of negative 7 is positive 7. And we are now ready to combine like terms. Let's go. Since 5x squared is alone, there is no other x squared here. So we can write down 5x squared. Then positive 2x can be combined with negative 4x because they are of the same term. Then positive 4 and positive 7. Then proceed to step 2. We can combine or write down 5x squared. Then negative 2 minus 4 is negative 2, right? Or then copy the literal coefficient x. Then positive 4 plus 7 is positive 11. So our final answer is 5x squared minus 2x plus 11.